it's no mystery. We are going through some radical changes in American society, but for the world, the globe as a whole. And what I've noticed is that there are so many people who are coming together. This could make me cry. Who are coming together, who are finding new ways to support people, who are finding new ways to lean into compassion, into empathy, into this space that really, it takes courage to come together in a world that seems so hardened and so rough and so jagged. What I've also seen, the people who are going into communities, who are wanting to help others, who are wanting to forge a new way, who are wanting to pioneer and to give to people, they are also being bombarded energetically and physically, right? Like, it takes a lot of support and it takes a lot of effort to begin showing up for a bigger audience in different ways. And this is where my work comes in, because what I've noticed in the people who work with me are people who are emotionally in tune and aware, who are very kind and giving and want to help and support others, who are yoga instructors, right? People who facilitate holistic healings, people who facilitate and run big businesses and workshops. All of these people are deeply moved by the pain of others. And when things like this in our society are continuing to show themselves, so are the people who are wanting to help others. They're not able to physically sustain what they're doing. Their nervous system begins to shut down, and they recognize that they need to have a new way to approach giving, a new way to approach how they move about in the world, and a new way to integrate themselves into this different way of society and community in order for them to live a fulfilling life, in order for them to continue to help others. They are needing a new way of living, a new way of helping themselves. And this is what my work helps us do. My work aims to create unity for the greater good. It is to bring all of us together through individuation and self-actualization. And you might ask, how can it be if I'm working on individualizing myself? How can that be for the greater good of society? So if you're like me, you're deeply empathic or highly sensitive. I'm highly sensitive, and my physical vessel, my body, takes on other people's energies pretty easily. And so the work of individuation and self-actualization has been me learning how to break away from other people's pain, how to break away from other people's nervous system, and how to really nurture, nourish, and how to stand on my own in order to be able to hold at a greater capacity the strength to hold others wherever they're at without projecting my pain onto others. So a lot of the people that come into my workshops or into my one-on-one sessions or whatever capacity have or get readings done with me, it is such a frequent pattern. And I understand how this happens, right? We're so eager to help others. We're so eager to be there for others that we have put ourselves on the back burner for so long that things like what's happening in the world comes up and we physically shut down. Our nervous system gets overloaded, kind of waterboarded basically, and it doesn't know what to do. We become resentful. We begin saying that we just Like, we don't like people. I hear that often. We begin to say that we just don't know what to do and we want to give up. And so this is where the work that I do, whether it be through workshops, through one-on-one sessions, through illuminating blind spots, through tarot and oracle cards, this is how this helps, because in this way we begin to slow down. Meditation, my workshop Magic and Meditation, this is the foundation of it, where we begin to step back, we begin to realize what is going on in our inner world, to not project that to our outer world, and to really begin to learn how to show up for ourselves so we can be there for others at a greater capacity without projecting our pain or our biased opinions onto others. Interoception and learning embodiment, connecting our emotions to our body and connecting the felt senses within our body, and allowing for our body and our heart to lead and guide our logic, to guide our brain and our intellectual thoughts, instead of our intellectualizing our pain and just continuing to move forward. Like, there's a whole switch in right now. The masculine is leading, the masculine being the ego and the mind, and our feminine energy is wanting to come through and really lead the way with a soft and strong heart, with grace, compassion, and empathy, while being so anchored within self that you can hold that capacity. So if you are someone that resonates with what this work is, how you want to show up in the world, how you want to be there for yourself and others, for your family, for coworkers, for colleagues, like, this space is absolutely for you then. The work that I present and that I facilitate is for those people who are ready for a new way of doing things within the community, who are ready to do things for a new way for themselves so they can be at a greater capacity. And I encourage you to reach out either through messages or comments or email. All of my information is in my link or in my description. My link is in my description. And I do look forward to connecting and building a sustainable community that focuses on connecting the whole capacity of our emotions, our body, and heart-led living.